Hi, and welcome to this brief Beebox training tutorial on how to download your certificate of compliance after completing the relevant course. In this tutorial, we'll also, other than covering the download and where to locate it, is basically how to correctly name the file before sending it on to your clients. So we'll assume that you've logged in and we're at the home page of our classroom. And again, as in with the previous videos, just choose the relevant course. In this case, we can either do it from My Courses or Available Courses. We'll take you to the same location. So just give the page a second to load. And again, we're on the course home page. Scroll down past all the blocks that you've already completed, and right at the bottom here is the certificate of compliance. This will only be available to students who have attained over 80% or higher. In cases where the grade is under 80% and they're requiring a resit, you'll have a restricted, basically this will be, the link will be grayed out and they'll have a notation saying that it's restricted until the required grade has been obtained. So in this case, the student's got over 80%, simply just click on the link, which will take you to another screen, and from here, get certificate. Now this will download depending on which browser. So I've gone off the screen here, I'll just bring it into view. Depending which browser you're using, might look a bit different, but basically they all work pretty much the same. So in this case, what's happened is the certificate's downloaded in another pop-up browser. Just click on that, and I'm using Chrome here for this example, and there it is, your certificate as presented. Now the certificate's in it's what they call full resolution graphics, so if you actually want, you can actually print it off in color in an A4 size. So it is limited to A4 size or less, but it can be printed off to maintain the pixel quality. Obviously the certificate itself is fairly explanatory. One thing to note, or two things to note here, is this is the issue date is basically when your test was graded, is what the computer will basically type into there for you. And certificates of compliance are basically valid for 1 year from the time of completion. Secondly, here you'll see a series of numbers and characters here. Basically that just says that it's an authentic certificate. Every time a certificate is generated, the system provides it with a unique authenticator. It just knows that we can actually check that number off against our database to make sure that the certificate is authentic. But anyway, moving on from that, what to do next? The most important thing is to save this certificate, obviously for your own records, and to send the certificate to your compliance managers and clients in general, along with maybe business insurers, that type of thing. Anybody that basically needs it can have it. So how do we do it? Simple. By right-clicking on the mouse, save as, and it'll give you an option. Obviously, it's just like saving any file here. An option on where to save it. What we need to do is very important, because the computer basically gives it a long file name. We need to shorten that. So in this case, we just put the insert there to where it's got V093, and we'll get rid of the rest. And here we need to put your name. So bear in mind when you send this to your client, if they're just receiving V093 certificate of compliance, they're not going to know who it's relating to. So always put your name here in the here, and something like that, test student, and you can save it basically to your by clicking on this. No need to show you here, but save it anywhere in your computer, and then you can email it on to, like I said, your clients and compliance managers. So hopefully that helps in understanding how to download and what to do with your certificate of compliance. If you've got any questions, by all means drop us a line. We're more than happy to help. And thank you for watching.